freezing nights, and ancient secrets. This is not a fantasy. This is Mars. And the question is, could it be our next home? Mars is often called the red planet because of its rusty color. Its surface is covered with iron-rich dust. And when that iron reacts with oxygen, even in tiny amounts, it forms iron oxide or rust. That's why it looks red. Mars is a rocky planet just like Earth. It has a crust, mantle, and core. But unlike Earth, it has no active tectonic plates, and its magnetic field is weak, making it more exposed to space radiation. Its thin atmosphere is mostly carbon dioxide, not breathable for humans. So, has anything ever lived on Mars? We don't know for sure, but we're getting closer. But Mars once had liquid water, rivers, and maybe even lakes. Mars rovers like Perseverance and Curiosity are searching for signs of microbial life, tiny life forms that may have lived in ancient lakes. Here's the big question. Can humans live on Mars? Not yet, but maybe in the future. Living on Mars won't be easy. The atmosphere is too thin, it's freezing cold, and the radiation is dangerous. But scientists are planning future missions to build underground habitats, grow food in Martian greenhouses, and even use Martian resources to make fuel and oxygen. Companies like SpaceX and programs like NASA Artemis are working to make that a reality, starting with the Moon and then Mars. Over the years, we've sent over 20 missions to Mars. Rovers like Spirit, Opportunity, Curiosity, and now Perseverance have taught us about Mars' past. They found clay, salts, methane, and ancient riverbeds. These clues tell us that Mars once had conditions where life could exist. The dream of a human colony on Mars is no longer science fiction. With reusable rockets, AI-driven robots, and 3D printed buildings, humans could one day live, work, and raise families on another planet. It may take decades, but the journey has already begun. To live on Mars, humans will need to build domes or underground bases, wear spacesuits outside, grow food in greenhouses, create oxygen from water or CO2, use solar panels for energy. NASA and SpaceX are working on sending humans there by the 2030s or 40s. Here's how life on Mars would be very different from life on Earth. On Earth, we breathe oxygen. But Mars, its atmosphere is 96% carbon dioxide, toxic to humans. It's also 100 times thinner than Earth's. You'd need a spacesuit every time you step outside, or you'd suffocate in seconds. Earth's average temperature is 15 degrees Celsius, and Mars' average temperature is minus 63 degrees Celsius. Even during daytime, it's freezing cold. You'd need heated suits and shelters 24/7. On Earth, food grows in soil and rain falls from clouds. But on Mars, nothing grows naturally. Astronauts will have to farm indoors, using hydroponics and recycled water. Every drop of water will be reused, and every meal will be carefully rationed. Gravity on Mars is just 38% of Earth's. You'd feel lighter, jump higher, carry heavier loads, and fall slower. Sounds fun, but over time, it can weaken your bones and muscles. Earth's magnetic field protects us from deadly cosmic rays, but Mars doesn't have that shield. Living there means facing dangerous space radiation, which can cause cancer and damage DNA. That's why future homes on Mars may be underground or covered in thick shielding. Here's something familiar. A day on Mars is 24 hours and 37 minutes, almost like Earth. But seasons are twice as long, and dust storms can block out sunlight for weeks. Life on Earth is rich, noisy, and full of color. Mars, quiet, harsh, and extreme. But despite all that, it may one day become a second home. Not because it's easy, but because the challenge pushes us to grow. Mars is not Earth, but it might be our next great adventure.